As you can see here, I'm surrounded by 12 juicy, delicious bags of inventory that I just purchased 3 months ago, and I am now going to be returning back to the thrift gods. Oh my god, Cassandra, you're insane. Why would you do such a thing? The reason why is sometimes the cost of keeping something is higher than actually letting it go. Today we're going to talk about something that's going to make you uncomfortable, and that is getting rid of stale inventory. Inventory that no longer serves you a purpose and is just honestly weighing you and your store down and holding you back from being the better version of you and your business. This is something I like to call the hidden cost of touching inventory. I used to think, okay, I bought this thing for $2. If I sell it for $5, then there's a profit. Boom. No matter how long I have to hold on to it, at the end of the day, I'm going to get that profit out of said item. Wrong. So wrong. Every single time that I touch that item, there's a cost. So here is my dilemma that I just went through. I had bags and bags of clothes that I had purchased for Whatnot. Because initially, when I started Whatnot, I thought, I'm going to do women's and men's clothing. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of vintage. It's going to be really cool. Everyone's going to want everything that I'm going to sell. Man, was I wrong. Luckily, my cost was pretty low. I would say an average of $2 an item. So I didn't go too crazy on the average cost of the items that you see in said bags. I ran multiple clothing shows, and a lot of these clothes that are in these bags I showed multiple times. Here's the thing, a lot of it didn't even sell, okay? That's not good. If I'm spending 60 seconds across 4 different shows trying to sell the same item over and over again for $1, maybe it's just me, but my time is worth much more than $1. And at this point, I'm literally just paying to keep junk in my house. I'm paying to store it, I'm paying to fold it, I'm paying to look at it, I'm paying to touch it. It's insane. I've already lost more than what I would have gained from said item. I'm literally paying that item money to stress me out, and it all ends today. So here's the awakening, and that's just knowing your numbers. My husband and I had like a come to Jesus moment not very long ago. When it comes to your store, whether it be your eBay, your Poshmark, your Mercari, your Depop, whatever, I can list off all of the names of all the things. You need to have a number that you need to hit per item to be able to make a profit that works for you. If you're part-time, it might not be as insane as somebody that's full-time, but you have to be able to pay those bills that you have coming in and make a profit in some way, shape, or form. We like our minimum average sale price to be $30, $35 on eBay. When it comes to Whatnot, I'm totally fine right now with them being lower around the $3 range because I'm still making an average of $1 an item, and I'm moving things every 15 to 30 seconds, which is awesome. And I know over time it will get better, it will improve. But if I'm going to be online for 3 hours, I personally expect myself to be making a minimum of $100 an hour. And here's the thing, for Whatnot, if your audience quite isn't vibing with whatever you're selling, then you're going to be losing money alongside time. Same thing goes for any of these other platforms. And I realized I was hemorrhaging money and time, which time is the most precious thing, as I say on here all the time, showing these clothing items over and over again. So if I'm keeping items that are costing me not only touch time, but also physical time, it's time to cut the crap and get rid of it and get it out my door. And the same thing goes for eBay. Literally, if you guys have stuff that's been in your store for 2 years and you're selling it for $9, imagine the amount of space that is taking up. There's a certain point where an item is just taking up too much energy in the universe that is your life, and it's time to just get it on out of here. And here's the next part. You're not the person that's buying the stuff that you're selling. Your customer is buying the things that you're selling. So for me, I realized the people that follow me and enjoy hanging out with me, they don't really enjoy free people tops, okay? That's not their thing. But what do they enjoy? Jewelry and beautiful vintage scarves and unique blankets and just things that are fun and enjoyable, and multiple different types of people, no matter their shape, size, can enjoy that item. I call it the ooh, that's cute factor. That's what I'm looking for. It's like if I show a vintage Coach bag, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if you're a size 2 or a size 22. If I put that bad boy up and show it like a big old delicious bass fish, you are going to love it because of the fact that it is a work of art. You go to TJ Maxx and you're like checking out, and there's that last stretch, dude. That last stretch right when you're about to get to the counter after waiting 48 minutes. In that long line that always somehow forms. And there's all those little cutesy things, right? There's little earrings, and there's mugs with Daffy Duck on it, and there's little clips that look like bananas, and socks. There's always socks, and I always end up buying the socks. The deals are impeccable. I am not here telling you what you need to do. This is just something that I realize that works for the people that I'm attracting. I want to be known for things that are exciting and unique and bring people joy. I don't really like selling things that people get and they go, cool. I want stuff when people get it, there's some sort of something about it that just makes them smile. But I also wanted to pay my bills, so I have electricity and a roof over my head, and hopefully a race car in the future. Mama wants a mansion, and I'm not scared to say it. And honestly, I literally hate selling clothes on Whatnot. It's not fun for me. I don't enjoy holding up a t-shirt and then having to measure it and tell people about stuff. Do I love selling like vintage grandma core sweaters with like pictures of crazy cats and like sick vintage t-shirts and stuff like that remind me of my childhood? Yes, that I enjoy selling. But just like random like Lululemon pants, no joy there. My people that are on the other side of Whatnot can see that joy that I'm bringing through. And the same goes for eBay. There's a million things that I see that I pass up all the time that just don't work with the store that I am trying to create.
Must leave all your weapons behind.
How do you look at your store and decide what stays, what goes, and what is the fat and which needs to be cut? Set your profit goals, what you actually need to make per sale. Not want, but need. And be honest with yourself. If you need a minimum of $15 on an item, you need to be selling things that are in the $25 to $30 range. My way of going about things is thirds. Some people break it down to the finest penny, and that is good. I do think that is good. My brain works quickly off working in thirds. A third goes to eBay fees, a third goes to taxes, and a third goes to me. And get a good CPA, okay? Do it. Anything that's been in your store for more than 90 days probably was a different version of you. I feel like I change every 3 months. So anything that's over 90 days might need a quick review. And if you have a store that's had stuff in it for 5 years, you probably need to purge that stuff and save yourself some space and get rid of those items that no longer serve you a purpose and cut the fat, move forward, and find things that do fit your current metrics. It might be good inventory, but your price might be too high because you've set some sort of emotional attachment to that item, and that item doesn't deserve that, baby. That item deserves to go and be on a mail truck to its new owner, and that money needs to be in your pocket so you can purchase the next item that's going to better serve you and your business. Stop getting so attached to items, guys. Please. I understand it. I've done it. Let's work towards becoming business owners and not hoarders, okay? We're in this together. Take that item, clean it, put it on the photo booth, take those pictures, put it in inventory, done. As I'm telling you, the more time that you put towards just doing things and taking action, the more money you will make. I promise you. Stop being so scared that you're going to make a mistake and somebody's going to snipe you and steal something from you. Who cares? Good for them. Learn. So it's time to make the cut. All of those clothes, donated, gone, out of my house. I don't have to touch them anymore. And I feel real good about it. I feel real good. This isn't failure, you guys. This is growth. At the end of the day, you don't hold on to the dead weight, baby. Because that ship will sink every time and you will drown.
The ship is sinking.
So sometimes you just gotta let stuff go and know that it's okay. You didn't fail. You're just learning. But it's good to learn from it, okay? Don't just cut the dead weight and then do the exact same mistakes over and over again, because that's not good for anybody, okay? Especially your pocketbook and your business model. But every single one of these pieces of clothing has taught me something. The Free People stuff taught me, okay, this is trendy. This is what people talk about having as good inventory. But guess what? My audience doesn't want this. And you gotta go with the flow of the people that you are attracting. At the end of the day, the customer's always right. Because if you want to fight it, then you're screwed. Then you make no money, and you also have no one that likes you. I'm just kidding. It's time for the mindset shift. Your death pile is not your store. I used to think that getting rid of my death pile and old inventory was accepting defeat, and my ego was aggressively screaming at me, saying, you suck, you're not good at being a buyer. But in reality, I just needed to use the tools and the basics of being a reseller, and that's comping items or knowing what it is that your audience wants and bringing those items in versus maybe the items that you think that they might want. I realized that getting rid of it is actually making more room for success and bringing in the future that I want and the business model that I want. If I would have stuck with a lot of the items that I was getting in the beginning, I'd be making an average sale of around $20 an item in eBay, but now I think we're up to like 35, trending at $40 an item. If I would have stuck with that and just drilled at that specific thing forever, I would not be where I am today. And where I am today is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And we're on our trend to do much better in the future. I don't know where that accent came from. I don't even know what kind of accent that was. It changed. I don't know. But every single item that I remove is making a better version of my future vision. So here's the thing about having the whole continuous improvement mindset. This is the thing that I push the most. Continuous improvement isn't pretty, okay? It's not easy. You have to look at your business as a whole and then break it down into smaller little sectors and go, is this working? If not, what do I do to change it? And then you start working at changing that said thing. But if you never do that, then nothing will ever change. And guess what, guys? The times are changing. Remember, we're not hoarders. We're business owners. Woo! And business owners make tough decisions. They cut products that aren't profitable. They pivot when something isn't working. They continuously improve. So here it is, the bottom line. I'm not telling you to throw everything away and start over. I'm just telling you to be intentional with the things that you decide to keep. Be honest with what's working and what isn't working. Your time is your most valuable currency and you can't print more of it. So stop spending it on things that don't work towards the goals that you have in the long run. But honestly, I'm super excited. Not only get rid of all the crap, but to bring in more items that I know are going to serve me and my business in the future and my customers. Stuff that my customers are going to love and find joy in when they receive a box and they open it up and it's full of a bunch of stuff that's so darn cute and cool, okay? Cute and cool. And guess what? It's all going to align with my longer vision. And I really want that for you guys. It's a win-win, baby. It's a win-win. And that model might not work for everybody, but that's the energy that I want in my life and the energy that I want to give to you. That's the life that I want to make. That's the life that I want to build. I'm investing in a better future, a cleaner workspace, a more organized life, a clearer mind. Oh my gosh. Touching all those items that I had over here was just starting to bog down my brain alongside everything else that's going on. And I know you're going through the exact same thing. And having too much clutter, too much death pile, too much stuff that no longer serves a purpose to you in the future business that you want is not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. It's just going to hurt you. But going forward, I am going to make more mistakes. Okay, I'm saying it right now. I have a better idea as to what it is that my customers want and what it is that I would like to sell, but I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to buy things that people are not going to want, and that's okay. What matters is the fact that I keep trying and I keep doing and I keep adapting and I keep overcoming. And that's my goal, honestly, in this whole entire thing, and that's just to enjoy the ride that I'm on. I want you to go and look at your oldest listings. If you saw those listings at a thrift store, a garage sale, would you pick those items up now? If the answer is no, you probably need to get rid of them and donate them back to the thrift gods or post them up on Marketplace or have a garage sale where everything is $1, whatever it may be. But if that item no longer is serving you a purpose, it's probably time to let it go. I'm just saying. Also, set a profit minimum and stick to it. This one I struggle with, I won't lie. Make sure you stick with things that you enjoy selling alongside what it is that your customer wants. That combination will bring an energy to your business, to your life that no one can destroy. You're attracting the people that you want to attract or the items that you enjoy selling, and there's something so beautiful about it. When I'm selling vintage scarves, while I don't wear them, I love them. I look at them and I just see the beauty in them and imagine the elegance that they're going to give to whomever is going to buy them. And people want to purchase them because I like showing it. Do I like showing random sweaters? Not really, unless they're grandma core. Then I do. So there you have it, you beautiful chaos goblins. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them. Sometimes you gotta know when to fold them. Continuous improvement means subtraction, not addition. The less steps that we have, the less chaos that we have, the easier it is for us to be able to move forward in this crazy reselling world that we have found ourselves in. What is some stuff that you thought was going to be something that you really enjoyed selling that you now look back at it and go, why in the heck did I buy these items thinking that this was going to be the end all be all for my store? Ours was Starbucks cups. We got a lot of Starbucks cups in our past, and I remember I donated like 4 giant boxes of all of them because I was like, I can't look at them anymore. They make me want to punch a wall. So they were donated back, and I'm happy. I will probably never buy another Starbucks cup again in my life. But yeah, let me know what your thing is that makes you cringe now that once was a part of your reselling world. And remember, do better, be better, continuously improve, and I will talk to you guys on the flippity flop. I love you. Bye.